I'm telling you, Jimin, stay out of this matter. I won't let her go. Have you lost your mind? She's not going anywhere. Just give me a place to enter. Jimin shouted on him, but when he pushed him, his anger reached on his peak and he slapped him. Come back to your sense. Jimin pushed him and entered inside and closed the door. Wine was sitting on the floor and crying while digging her face on her knees. Jimin's heart broke looking at this scene. Both the people whom he loves dearly are suffering. She is like his little sister whom he loved her so much. She was so much into crying that she didn't realize that someone entered the room. Wine, he said slowly. She looked at him and stood up from the floor and went into the corner. She still hasn't forgotten the scene she witnessed in the basement. He knows that he has to handle the situation calmly, so he took breath and said, Listen, Wine, please listen to us and try to understand. We won't harm you. No need to be scared. When she didn't reply, he showed her his hand and said, Look, Wine, trust me, I don't have anything. I won't harm you. I am Jimin Oppa, your brother. Tell me, baby, have I ever made you feel scared? You know, right, how much we love you. Just trust us. Everything will be alright. He said while looking in her eyes. She also looked in his eyes and remembered all the time she has spent with him, how much he took care of her, listened to all her whatever she said, fight with her like a child, also help her when Taehyung was angry, when they fight, always support her, just like an elder brother should do. She looked at him for 2 minutes and then ran to his arms and hugged him and started crying. He also let her cry. Once she calmed down, he made her sit on the bed and said, Now, Ryan, listen to me carefully. Okay, she nodded her head. It's not Tae who is involving in the mafia. It was me. He just joined me when he came to know about this. I won't say that we don't kill or torture people, but you see, they are also not innocent people. As you know, we are lawyers, but sometimes it's not working as we want. Sometimes victims not get justice, so we help people to get justice by our own. As we want, we save innocent people from them. But also so many times we rescue the girls who got into human trafficking. The situation made us like this and we have no choice. But why? And this is all different. We never let that thing affect our personal life. Tell me, has he ever behaved badly with you, bad-mouthed you, made you suffer in any way? She nodded her head is no. See, Wine, we surely have a bad side. We surely do bad things, but do you know our good side? Do you know about our good deeds? Again, when she nodded in no, he stood up from his place and said, You have seen our side now. Let me show you our good side. She was hesitant at first, but then remembering how loving he with her, she wiped her tear and stood up, but then again said, Tae won't let me go out. Trust me, he will come with me. He hold her hand and take her out of the room. When they reached downstairs, everyone was seated. Mrs. Kim was hugging his son. As soon as they saw them, he stood up from his place. Where are you taking her? I won't let her go. Just stop with your nonsense. I won't let you cage her. She's free and doesn't need your permission to go out. And now she's going out with me, saying he took her out. Soon they reached somewhere. He came out and helped her. She saw that They were in front of Orphan. She looked at him with a confused expression. He just smiled and took her inside. As soon as people who were staying there, they saw them, came to them and smiled looking at Jimin. How are you, child? One of the lady asked. I am fine. How are you all? He asked. All of us are good. Taehyung didn't came with you? She asked again. No, he has some work, so he won't be able to come, saying he made Wine stand in front, who was listening silently. Who is she? She asked, but all others are also very curious to know who she is, and they never took someone else here, only they came. She is Taehyung's wife. One of the old women came forward and held Wine hand and said, You are so beautiful. Come sit with me, my child. You are very lucky to have a husband like him. He loves you so much. Why are you showing so much love to me? You don't even know me, she asked in politely way. You are our Taehyung wife. It's enough for us to love you. You know, my child, when our own blood leave us, that time he supported us, cared for us, built a place so we can have a roof on our head. Wine can't control herself and asked, But do you know, auntie, he is, but realizing that she should not reveal this, it can lead them to trouble, and she looked down, but when she listened to her, her hair shot up. He is a mafia, I know, in fact everyone know, but we don't care about that, because we love him. Everyone has two different sides. As much as they are good and lovely, they are also bad. But you see, if you always feel safe and good, there is no need for their second side to come out. But in the worst situation, your bad side come out, and then there was no way to go back. Same thing happened with him. But my child has more good than bad. You just have to decide it if you want to hate him for one bad thing or love him for all the other thing. All this talk made her realize that he always listened to her and understand her, but when her turn comes, she doesn't. This made her cry. Tears rolled down her eyes. The lady who was making her understand hugged her and said, It's okay, Ryan. You can always go back to him. I am sure he must be waiting for you. She noticed her head and went out. When she saw Jimin there, she ran to him and said, Let's go home. Come, he said while smiling. All of them present there also smiled. He mouthed thank you to them, to which they just nodded. As soon as they entered the home, she saw Taehyung, who was sitting on sofa with his head in his hand. Tae, she called him. As he heard her voice, looked up, she just ran into his arm. He stumbled, but catch her, but held her. They kept hugging her once they broke hug. She said, I am sorry, I was scared, so I don't know how to react. No, baby, I am sorry. I shouldn't have behaved with you like that. I was scared that you would leave me, so I behaved like that with you. When you know you were wrong, then why did you lock me? She asked, still in his arm but hitting him lightly on his cheek. He hissed at this. That time she noticed his little swollen cheek with a cut near his lip. She pressed her finger on it and asked with fawn on her face, Who did this? Taehyung looked at Jimin. She turned around and soon realized she narrowed her eyes at him and turned completely toward him. Why did you do it? For you, of course, he said. And when did I tell you to hit him? When I said you told me, I did it because he locked you in room. So you hit him. You could also lock him. He looked her with confused face and said, "What? I mean, he locked me, then you should also lock him. There are no need for hitting him." "What the? I was helping you to get out of the room. You are unbelievable, Ryan." He was there and was not ready to even take a step, so how can I lock him in a room? Then I don't know what kind of mafia you are, that you are asking me. What the hell, Ryan? What do you think? Because I was asking you about your mafia. I forget about you hitting my husband. How dare you do that? Okay, it's all my fault. I am sorry, but he's also locked you in the room. Why don't you say anything to him? He asked. "Don't worry, I will punish him in my way." "But baby, you can't do this to me." "Why will I not punish you? When you locked me, I will punish you, but not now." Jimin laughed at him, to which he glared at him. After that, they started talking. They know she is shocked and will take time, but looking at her, they know she will slowly accept the truth. After a few minutes of chit-chat, they had their dinner, and Jimin, Yuna, Mrs. Kim, they all left to their house after big bye to them. Author POV. Taehyung was already in the washroom to get fresh. When Ryan came to know this, an idea came into her mind. She smiled mischievously. After doing something, sat on the bed comfortably. After getting fresh and changing into nightwear, he opened the door but got confused. When it didn't open, he tried 2 or 3 more times but couldn't open. Just then, listened soft giggling from outside that made him realize something. "Why did you lock this door? What are you doing? Open it." "No, Tai, I am not going to open this door. You locked me in the bedroom. Now I am locked you in the bathroom. Simple." "Baby, what kind of joke is this? Please open the door." "No, I'm not opening, not at least tonight." "But how will I spend the whole night in the bathroom?" "That I don't know. You lock me, I lock you. Now it's payoff." "But Ryan, you know me, right? When it's come to you, I always get insecure. That's why I have behaved like that. Please, I am sorry." He pleaded for some more time. After a few minutes, she finally opened the door. He breathed a sign of relief. "Am I forgiven now?" Yes. After they both slept in each other's arms, he smiled looking at her and kissed her forehead and thanked God that he didn't lose the most important person of his life, and also thank God to send Jimin in his life.